Yes, balance. Yes, symmetry.
You got this.
Fresh off yet another vacation, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is receiving some criticism and some accolades for meeting and having lunch with one of the hottest stars on TV right now from Queer Eye, Antony. All right, Sarah McIntyre, is this just another distraction from this government? I mean, there's been a long list of sort of stumbles and missteps. Is this necessary?
Well, this is the go-to move for the Trudeau government. As soon as he starts inflicting some harm on himself and starts getting pummeled by media, especially Vanity Fair and the likes and Chatelaine.
Oh, God. I'm not even gonna.
What she did for Trudeau Gate or Rope Gate, whatever you want to call it, they moved to the celebrity, which is what they're doing right now. They try to broaden their appeal outside of his actual competence and his performance in office.
How
You know, Lisa, this is kind of a move that former President Barack Obama used to use all the time when there was a little heat he was taking with how he dealt with Bashar al-Assad, for example. He would suddenly be out in Hollywood doing these big fundraisers and just a giant distraction from everything else. Is this the type of thing that the Prime Minister of Canada, not only should he be doing it, but now the Liberal Party is also put this big advertisement out there saying, we're going to fly someone in and we're going to bring you with this great lunch with Antony and Justin.
You know, I don't want politics to get so serious that we can't see these moments for what they are and then sort of enjoy them along the way. The problem is these are the only moments that this country seems to be having with this Prime Minister. And, you know, just the invitation alone is glossy and a little steamy and has a little sexualness to it. You know, that's my own word right there. But, and I'm just tired again. And I love what you said, Sarah, because you're so right about this. Yeah. It's what I'm craving and what I think any educated Canadian wants to hear is how do we get to the next place in this country? And the problem is he's not working on a governing strategy. They've begun with the communications, the public relations, the branding and the marketing, and you can see that in the expense lines with the Liberal Party. They're bringing in policy people isn't their #1 focus.
You get the last word.
Yeah, I was just going to say, hey, when I worked with Prime Minister Stephen Harper, he appeared on Murdoch Mysteries. Nobody knew about it. Nobody knew about it until he actually appeared on the show. It wasn't a marketing opportunity. It was a branding opportunity. It was an opportunity for him and his daughter to do something together. So, you know, you can have the celebrity, you can have the fun side of politics, but you actually have to do something as well.
It's also very helpful to balance it out with some thoughtful policy. In the 2015 election, Justin Trudeau promised to the lesbian and gay community to allow gay men to donate blood. That commitment has still not come forward.
Well, again, and this just simply illustrates everything that we're talking about here today. And it's not being a detractor of Justin Trudeau. He's not evil. He's just very tepid in any of his responses. And I think this was an incredible opportunity. Again, wasting 2.5 years of his mandate with some of the biggest political capital we've ever seen in a leadership, and he has completely whittled it away. And I would suggest to the gay community that they hold him accountable, because that was a huge promise that would have moved our country forward so progressively. And I think a lot of people of our generation are ready to see that type of policy.
It's a little surprising for me to see the type of government that he's run, Sarah, that he wouldn't actually just jump on this opportunity and get it done for gay men to be able to do this.
Yeah, I mean, this is an easy win. It's something that he campaigned on. It's something that he promised. It's a community that he's reached out to. It's a very important community that looks to have some recognition as a priority with the federal government. And so it is quite surprising that he hasn't done this. So I don't know what it actually involves. Is it just a change in policy? Is it a change in legislation? I don't know, but it seems to me that it would be a pretty easy fix and a pretty easy win, and something that I think all Canadians are waiting for him to stand up for.
And if I can just say this, you know the mandate letters that he consistently writes his ministers. The health minister, the minister for even Aboriginal relations in this country have not received those mandates that he talks about in his scrums, whether it's allowing gay men to donate blood or the follow-up on his policy talk or talking points during the 2015 campaign to make sure that there was money for Aboriginal girls and women to have health and sexual assault services on reserve. That is a huge issue. There also is a lack of doctors on reserve. Women are not getting the medical attention in this country that's needed, and that's not just Aboriginal women. It's women that live in the north and rural communities. He hasn't done any of that. So when you look at those mandate letters, they look like there's wafer thin as it comes. They're full of grandiose statements, but there are no bullet points on when it comes to women and the gay and lesbian community and young girls in this country.
It would sure be nice if the Prime Minister of Canada would focus more on these big, important issues than what socks he's going to wear. Log on to Facebook and Twitter. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.